Good morning, Slots Pros! The point of this is to be able to create a slot simulator of the math that you get so you can play ahead of time. Now, the problem is that so many features possible. So let's begin. The features are categorized by used features and unused features. There are so many unused features, you don't want to see them, right? So anything that's used is in this side. This is a demo game I created. It's got basics, real size, pay system. You can have lines, ways, megaways, cluster. Whatever it is you choose, you don't have to see again. It's in the basics. Multiplier behavior. Do you multiply multipliers? Do you add multipliers? And if you want, you can activate a max win limit. That's the basic. Then you've got the symbols. Again, separated. You can create new symbols with all the options of, if it's transforming, you see all the various options of what it transforms into. You can choose, we'll do a demo later of the various things, right? But if it's not transforming, you don't have to see it. Multiplier, big symbol, spin, and so on. And you can edit the existing symbols. You only see the options if you click on them. Next, you've got the pay table, obvious. Reels. Basically, you can have various sets of reels and you can have horizontal reels. We'll get into that later. And the thing about free spins and bonus features is in the unused features. So let's go to the unused features first. You go to all the stuff that's not used. You can define lines, but this is a ways game, so it's not important. Collapsing spins, no. Nudge, no. Jackpots, obviously, all the different types of jackpots you can do. But if you don't use these, you don't see them. If you choose one of them, let's add a jackpot, okay? Let's call it a mini jackpot. Let's do a seed of 100, percentage from bet 5%. Let's, for this case, random trigger 1 in 1,000. Can it be triggered in free spins? No. Save jackpot. Now it's in the used. Here it is. Okay? I can add more jackpots later. You've got horizontal reels. Don't need them. Here's the thing about free spins and bonus. This always says add free spin. So you can add or add bonus. You can always add one more. So you can add a specific kind of free spins. You can add another type of free spins. You can add one type of bonus, another type of bonus. There'll always be one more to add. You give it a name, and it appears over here in the used features. So you've got a definition from the free spins. And bonus features, hold and win. You've got, again, different, we'll get into specific demo about that. Here's the thing. Here's another way I made life easier in the free spins section. So, free spins you can always customize, right? So you go to custom features, and I chose custom reels for this one. You can use custom reel size. Anything you choose appears here, and then you can define it. You don't have to choose it. Custom symbols, custom pay table, custom lines, custom sticky symbols, sticky wilds, roaming wilds, multiplier counter, change mode like fishing games, custom multiplier positions on reels, random sticky multiplier symbols, and you can choose whatever you want. And then, let's choose custom roaming one, and then we can go define them. Click on this, and see, I don't have a roaming wild in the main game, so I can't copy one, but I can add one. So I can choose a symbol, I can set specific likelihoods for reels and stuff like that, and I can save it. There's an explanation here. It can cover scatters, it can cover random wilds, or we can not cover them. You do that, suddenly, creating a game becomes real easy. I'm going to create later demos about specific ways you can create cluster features, hold and win features, bonuses, free spins. But this is the basic thought behind the creation of the slot simulator UI. It's the UI that makes it easy to use. And then you can use those features when mathematicians give you the math. You can test the math here. You can play it here, depending on how complex the math is and how many features you've got. But basically, in a few minutes, you can simulate the game, the math of which you got. And then you can play it. And you can play it before you developed it. And that saves you weeks of development because you don't have to wait for the development. So, more coming later. Tell me in the comments whether you think this concept of making things simple works for you, and I promise to respond. See you later.